Hey guys, today I'm going to talk you through one of my absolute favourite dishes. It's so simple, looks so impressive and is so delicious. It's a scallop dish, obviously. So we're just going to pair that with a beautiful pea and mint puree, fry up some pancetta just to make it super crispy for that extra bit of texture, and it's going to be delicious. Scallops literally take a matter of minutes to cook. So the first thing we're going to do is get on with making our puree, and that will allow all the flavours just to really get to know each other and just muddle in together and become beautiful. So take a food processor, a NutriBullet or a Ninja, which is what I'm using, and the peas just go straight in, and in we go with a little bit of mint. You want probably a good handful of mint, and what that will do is give a beautiful freshness to it. And then just a touch of milk. You can use oat milk here if you want. You can use cream if you want to be a little bit more indulgent. This is just plain milk, and that will just loosen it up a little bit. Good pinch of salt, and then that gets blended up, and then we put it in a pan with some Parmesan and some butter, and that will just become this beautiful puree. As you can see, it's just such an incredible vibrant green. So we just put that straight into the pan on a low to medium heat. You don't want it too high, because all we are essentially doing here is we just want the Parmesan and the butter to just melt into the peas. And then while that's all just cooking down, we can get on with doing the scallops and the pancetta. So now we go in with about 10 grams of butter, and we've got about 50 grams of grated Parmesan cheese. Make sure you get really good quality cheese here. And we're not going to add any more salt, because the seasoning and the saltiness is going to come from the Parmesan. And then, like I say, that just gets all mixed through, and we just wait for all that to just melt and become so gorgeous. And now we're going to get on to doing our pancetta. I'm not going to cut it into strips because we're going to create shards. And pancetta, because of the fat content, doesn't need any oil in the pan. We just put it on low heat to start off with, and allows the fat to just melt, and then it will get all crispy in its own fat and just become so delicious. So our pancetta shards are done. What we're going to do is just set them aside and just leave them. They might still be a little bit flimsy, but they'll just soon crispen up. Oh, it smells so good. So now pretty much all of the elements are done. We have our crispy pancetta. We've got our pea and mint puree, just getting to know the Parmesan a little bit over here. And now we get on to cooking our scallops. These scallops are so beautiful. The size of them are huge, so amazing. So you can just put it away, and you also want to get rid of this little black bit there. And then you've just got a beautiful scallop. You want to make sure your scallops aren't too wet either. And we're going to actually cook them in the pan that we cooked our pancetta in, because it's got this beautiful flavor already from the pancetta, so we don't want to get rid of it. So like I say, we've just got the fat from our pancetta that we're going to cook our scallops in, and they literally take a couple of minutes each side. So we've got the hot pan, and you want to place your scallops in a clockwise direction so you know when to turn them over. So just keep going around the pan. So as you can see, they've just got a gorgeous golden brown colour. And now we're going to add just a little bit of butter and just baste them. And like I said, what that's going to do is just create a gorgeous bone rosette. Just add a little bit of creaminess to it. Take a little bit of salt, and then we are nearly done. And they are done, cooked to perfection. As you can see, they've just got a beautiful golden brown colour. Remove these from the heat, and then we just plate up. So you can plate up however you like. I have chosen to serve this as a starter, so I'm going to serve 3 scallops each. Take a good amount of puree and just arrange it onto the plate. And we'll put the scallops on top, and then the shards. And as you can see, this pancetta is perfectly crisp. I literally just want to go in for a bite. I'm just going to simply just snap it. And then we'll just finish it off with some cracked black pepper, a few bits of watercress, which we'll just place around the plate. Again, all aesthetics, and it just, again, adds a little bit of freshness. There's a lot of chili oil, and this will just add a little bit of heat to it, and also just another pop of colour. And there we go, ready in a matter of minutes. So easy, so delicious. We have pan-seared scallops in a beurre noisette on a pea and mint puree with crispy pancetta shards.